My dear child, remember one thing, I already wrote your story and the story of the greatest purpose. Your story has a great purpose for you to do for me, and everything that are happening in your life is molding you and preparing you for that greatest purpose to be fulfilled. So when some things happen, don't go behind that, but at that time make yourself remember that all those things are happening for my great purpose. And also come to me with your strong faith and your heart to fulfill that greatest purpose for you to do for me. So let me remind you one more thing. It is not just one step process. There are a lot of steps you have to take by trusting me and in this process to fulfill my purpose. But for each steps in this process, there are a lot of amazing and wonderful blessings waiting for you. So the future generation of your family name are going to be blessed because you planted seeds of faithfulness in me and as you are obedient to my words. So if you do, the people who come out of your family free will have a blessing in heritage. So you are harvesting both good and bad from your past because you are not the only person who is being showing. So you need to take your choices very serious because your life is going to affect future generations. So you can't control the past, but you can break the chain of hurt and abuse and ungodliness now. So you can establish my legacy by showing seeds of prayer and love and generosity and faith. So my child, know that. When Abraham prayed to me, I answered what he prayed for, and when Daniel prayed to me, I answered what he prayed for. So when Hannah cried out to me, I answered what she cried out for, and when Elijah prayed to me, I answered what he prayed for. Even when you pray to me, I have answered what you pray for. So remember the days for the things you have prayed for, the things you have now. Now I know you are praying for something and waiting for it to be answered. So always remember, if I have answered you before, then trust me, I will answer you again. So there is a time and purpose for everything. If a prayer answer is getting delay, that does not mean that I am not hearing you. It may be because you are not prepared for what you are praying for, or else I have the best thing for you, better than you ask, or else the time has not come for it. So never stop praying. Trust me, your prayers will never be a waste. Always remember, when you pray for anything, believe and live as you have already got what you pray for. So always remember one more thing, when you start believing, there will come doubts and confusion. So you know about it better at that time. Hold on to me without losing your faith. Don't you remember what I said? And whatever you ask for in prayer, if you believe that you have received, then it is going to be yours. My words will never ever change, and I'm always the same forever. You can trust me. So, my child, know that. When you take life one day at a time, that noise inside your head begins to quiet down. That nervous and anxious energy start to fade away. That needs to control every movement begins to subside, and you remember how to slow down again. You realize that somewhere on your journey, your soul began running at full speed and forget how to take its time along the way. So every spiritual soldier goes through their trials and tribulations, but how they overcome these battles is what yields their ultimate power. So improve yourself in small increments. These minor adjustments might not feel that effective right now, but in the long run, they are going to pay off in a major way. Don't let your mind trick you into thinking you are not where you are supposed to be. So embrace this stage while you are still in it. Don't focus on being anywhere other than where you are right here, so right now. When the doors to your next chapter appears, you would not be consumed with fear and uncertainty. You will be all too ready for the adventure that is waiting for you on the other side. So, my child, know that. Did you know rebirth can be a beautiful process, but it can also become a very painful one when you resist. So, this is your reminder that you have the power to turn a negative into a positive. So, things don't always have to go your way to be in your best interest. Some things are meant to happen, just not meant to be, just like some things are meant to come into your life, just not meant to stay. But you will never float to the top if you keep the weight straight around your ankle. I don't know who this message is for, but what is weighting you down right now can actually be the source for great transformation in your life, and there is no need to resist where you are. Resistance will only lead you down a path of confusion and self doubt, and it will have you fighting over a timeline you were never in control of in the first place. So, your perfect moment is the one you are in right now. The present is where you are meant to heal, to adjust, and to nurture the parts of you, and you are trying to improve. So learn to let go and embrace each stage of your transformation. The breakthrough is simple, and it is the transition leading up to it that challenges you. So, when you are caught in the middle of a life changing battle between your old self and your new self, make sure your new healed self wins. So, there is no denying the pain that comes with shedding the past, but when you finally climb over your fears, the rewards you gain make all the discomfort well worth it, and whatever your it is, let it go. So, love yourself enough to break free from bondage once and for all, and you are stepping out of your shell as we speak. So, keep going. So, dear child, know that someone is reading your old messages and crying. They are thinking a lot about you. There is no wonder why you are doubting their feelings and their intentions for you. Because they never let you know how they truly feel for you, especially by communicating their emotions. This person is so reserved when it comes to express their feelings that they do not accept their feelings and their true emotions for anyone, and even when they are alone and no one is watching them, this person have deep childhood trauma and they truly don't know how to embody their feelings and what to do when they feel something so intensively. This person is not used to this kind of connection, and you are offering them true love, a love of lifetime, a commitment of lifetime, and you are a person who can spend their whole life for waiting someone, and if they truly loves you and they commit to you. But this person want everything instantly. This person is not believing in process of getting their dreams true, and this person is madly in love with you. So they put you on pedestal and they feel like that not only them but no one in this whole world is like you, and you are a god sent person. So who have a golden heart? I'm hearing someone is saying that how can you be so good? This person never wanted to hurt you. So they have romantic feelings for you, but they are behaving stupidly. This person has recently got a breakthrough in regards to your connection. They might not have felt this way in the past, but slowly their feelings for you have deepened. Now they are thinking of what to do next, as they know it's a big decision for them, and they lack the courage, strength, and self confidence to take action. It is a fight between their heart and head. They could be holding back in expressing their true emotions as they have a big ego, and they are also scared of losing their independence. However, this person is a true romantic at heart but scared to explore the depths of their own emotions. So you know that this is relationship can only be balanced out once they express themselves freely, and you can expect a shift in your connection in the month of October. So my child, know that. Live as if you already have the win and profess success over your life and what you dream about and work so hard for. So trust that it is yours and will manifest in its magnificence. Believe you are due every moment of greatness that is unfolding. Have a faith that you have already trumped by preparing for the victory walk. Start planning the celebration, and you deserve abundant blessings. And when you feel uncertain, realigning to faith begins with finding what empowers you to keep pushing forward. And the hardest part is accepting that you are not where you want to be. Trust may not be easy sometimes, but focusing on the positive and staying true to your well being will help you succeed. And only you know what you need to thrive. So keep going, and you will always get where you want to go. So, too often life surprises us with tiny moments of unnoticed changes, big changes occur. And sometimes, when things are not working in our favor, we tend to think that there might be something wrong with us or in our efforts. But when we choose to believe in ourselves and not let those slow days make us feel hopeless, when we carry on doing our best despite not knowing the road ahead. And the results start to show up after a while, and we realize if we have the patience and perseverance to walk through our hard days, good things will happen to us, and no matter how much time it takes. So, you are unlocking powerful gifts within that are not only liberating yourself but all whom you come into contact with. And as you upgrade your own frequency, you create quantum shifts in the field around you, and each shift into a higher frequency will be rewarded in ways beyond what the conscious mind can comprehend. So many miracles are taking place right this very moment, unseen by the naked eyes. So trust in the beauty of Source. Big breakthroughs are coming, and you are closer than ever to your goals. So let your mind and heart be at ease, and everything is taking place in divine flow right now. So there is no need to fight or force. If you find yourself doing this, it is a clear sign that you are heading in the wrong direction. So what is meant for you will flow with easy. You do not have to chase your destiny or dreams, and they are already here. Have a patience, and it is all manifesting for you. So my child, know that solitude is the foundation of self love. In solitude, your connection with your soul gets really strong, and you start hearing the intuition over your fears. So, your vibration becomes powerful when you stop surrounding yourself with the energies that don't really suit your spirit, and when you choose your old soul over the fake company, everything starts shifting. So, when you are no longer around the people who drain your energy, you are more connected to your true self. So, your intuition becomes your inner compass. Confusion is replaced with a deep clarity, and you start attracting love as you embody it yourself now. So you can't really love others if you don't love yourself first. You can't really understand others when you don't even understand yourself and embrace solitude. So it is not about reaching a state of perfection, but it is about being able to live more fully without the weight of your past. So it is about being in a state of empowerment when you are met with resistance, allowing yourself to grow and experience in new way. You are not asking for a lot at all to be able to finally step into the shoes that were made for you and full of enlightenment, maturity and vitality. And this is not a new you but a new found you. Being true to yourself is not the easiest thing to do, and that is okay. Taking care of yourself also means accepting there are hard days, difficult moments where getting out of bed asks for two times the effort, but don't beat yourself for it. Sometimes self care is not always feeling good or finding ways to make yourself feel good. So there is always room to sit in with what ugly, and there is always room to sit in with what you have lost. So with what makes your stomach turn, and if that is how you feel today. So don't hate yourself for it. Don't force yourself to feel good. You can be honest with what hardens you rather than pretend it does not. Lose the pretty dress and makeup. Lose the shades and kick assassins. You are the simply human for having hardness in you. So always remember that. It seems to me that people believe we are living life on a straight line, and it is like saying the choices we make today are forever going to be on this line of results we will never have the power to change. But the reality is that life lives in the dots, and those dots don't connect in a straight line. So sometimes they do, but most of the time they can be crooked and they can be curved. So they can break in between and they can even more zigzag backward and forth. The point is, your life is a collection of tiny moments. So it is a collection of all the words you said, all the words you did not say, and all the choices you made, all the choices you did not make, and all the people you let in, and all the people you did not let in. Because if life was a road, that road would not just be a straight road you would see in the city or freeway, and that road can have a grass in between, and it can have mountains in corners. It can break up into two, three, or four different paths that lead to different roads. And you might even find yourself in a crossroads of roads. So don't expect life to be a straight line, because when you do, you end up believing that life works the same way as it does for everyone. So you end up believing every standard must be the same, that every perspective should be universal, and that every love we have ever had and will have is black or white. Life might be a complicated collection of dots, but it is because of those dots that you are free to choose how you want to live. So, how to love and be loved, what you choose to believe, how you choose to walk, run, jump, and swim, and most of all, to choose where the roads in front of you take you. Because sometimes you would not be the right person for where people are in their life, and it is not always that people are wrong for you. It is that you have changed, and it might mean you will have to let go of some people, but truly letting go is walking away from what does not serve you anymore and not being cruel to what does not belong in your life. So, if you are choosing to burn a bridge down, then it means you have learned something and it means you have taken the time to grow into a better person. And by rudely banishing people from your life, it goes against the better person and you spend time growing to be. The irony is you end up throwing away your own growth along with the people you are letting go of. But that does not have to be you. You can be the better person and you have become and kindly walk those people out the door. So, my child, know that. Here is the truth: some people like the version of you that does not seem to have much going on or is in the same situation as them. They like you when you are easy to manipulate and control. They want you to continue to be the person that agree with their perspectives and views on life. Outgrowing the old you is offensive to those who don't really want to see you shine, at least not brighter than them. So you might become a constant reminder of their shortcomings, a threat to their self-esteem. Sometimes they might even see you as direct competition. So, admit when I first began to harness the power of positivity to create a more desirable life, and it was pretty toxic and that became harmful. I was dismissive of my actual feelings and reality and suppressed it all to be positive, while positivity and a desire to feel and want better for yourself is never bad. I understand how it can be limiting when it does not come from a genuine place. But as I began to see growth, for example, by being more patient during turbulent times, some people saw a different side to me. So I was no longer the erratic individual who acted out on their triggers, and slowly my life began to reflect the new choices I was making as a result of the shift in my energetic state. You have changed became an insult because I was no longer wild, drawn to the same things. And I actually seemed to have my life together. I was even labeled fake by those who could not resonate with this energy shift. You will often find that this happens when your value and desires are no longer aligned. And in my case, old friends even ridiculed my aspiration and behaviors. This was the perfect signal to part our ways. So there was constant tension in this relationship and a clear resistance to the changes I was undergoing, and the climate of this relationship no longer felt warm and uplifting, But this was okay. It was just the reality of growth. And we can always focus on cherishing the fond memories and we had with those people as we move on with love. So, dear God, loving Father, thank you for the grace of this new day in my life. Thank you also for the light of hope that you lavishly pour into my heart, which enables me to go on in my journey. So, your gift of hope helps me to believe that there is a reason and purpose in all things and that all the best days in my life are still ahead of me. Father, keep me always near you, be my guide in times of difficulty, my refuge in times of storm, my consolation in moments of pain and sorrow. And I also pray for those sick brothers and sisters who are at their hospital bed or at a home. Grant their request for healing, forgiveness of their sins, and restoration. Almighty Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for also for consistently feeding and nourishing my heart with the gift of your indwelling presence through your Son Jesus. Yes, Father, your presence in my heart gives my life direction, purpose, hope, and strength. Also, forgive me of my past sin and for those sin I have failed to remember and confessed in the past. By your grace, give me the courage to let go of my resentments and help me in correcting my attitude and behaviors that are not attuned with your divine laws. Father, you alone can give me soul pure life and joy. Lead me always so that I may earn in the future the reward of seeing you face to face in your eternal kingdom. So, Almighty Father, thank you for my life. Father, in the silence of my heart, I pray that you touch my entire being with your divine light and love. So, touch my body, that I will always be in a good health and I will be healed and be protected from any physical illness. Touch my mind, that I will be filled with peace and wisdom for me to make right and intelligent decisions for my life and my family, and also touch my heart that I will be filled with patience, courage, and contentment. So purify my heart of self defeating emotions like anger, envy, despair, and excessive worrying. Lastly, touch my soul so that I will be filled only with your divine life, mercury, and truth. Father, I worship and thank you for being the King, the Father and Lord of my life. Thank you for purposely creating me and for giving me a special place in your heart. Father, let me stay at your side all the time and for only you who can fill up my life with peace, contentment, hope, courage, and love. So I need you always in my life, oh God, because I feel that without you at my side, I will become coward and impatient in the face of my trials, and I will easily break under the pressure of worries and worldly anxieties. So, therefore, Father, be my protector and captain of my life. I offer you to all of my past, my disappointments, my plan, and my future. So keep always my family in your watchful eye, and in Jesus' name, Amen. So, my child, know that the stars aligned when we were placed on this earth, and in this life together, connected hearts and in cynic soul forever. Sister, you are the greatest gift that my heart has ever known, and I am one of the lucky one to have walked through life with you right there by my side. And because of you, I will never have to know what it's like to be alone. Because of you, I will always have a best friend. Because of you, I will always feel loved and accepted. Because of you, I am me. Thank you for being my biggest supporter, my listener, my comforter, my safe place, and my partner in all the things life throws our way. So I want you to know that I adore you, and you are forever loved, forever a part of my life, and forever a part of me. So sometimes you lose a love to find a love that is deep, kinder, stronger. Sometimes you lose an opportunity because there is something even more magical on the horizon. Sometimes you lose a friend because you have outgrown each other and are holding one another back. Sometimes lose yourself because you are about to discover a more profound reason for living, an undeniable purpose which defines your true path. Remember this when you feel like something is slipping away from you before you are ready to let go. The opportunities and people you lose along the way are the stepping stones, paving your way to your happiest self, and you trust, love, your most genuine purpose, and what is waiting for you on the other side of this pain and uncertainty will be worth and all the stones in your path. And I promise you would not want to change a thing about your journey once you see where it is taking you. Sometimes in life you cross path with someone who instantly makes you feel calm, refreshed, alive and wholesome. So they encourage your dreams and celebrate your wins without an ounce of jealousy. They just want what is best for you and you for them, and there is not much more to it. They are warm and bright, loving and loyal, and you can't help but feel authentically happy in their presence, like the best version of yourself. Thank you for being my sunflower. So, my child, know that. To live by following the truth in our heart requires us to trust more and more in the unknown, and for many of us, we know this is the only way for us. So we get the paradox of how we are the creators of our experience, yet we will never really know exactly what is next, and we decide it will unfold for our highest good. And it always does. With this awareness, instead of suffering through the unknown, we are eager to see the magic of life revealed throughout our journey. And that is not to say we never get scared or disappointed. It's just that we know the game. When the heart calls, we listen again and again. We choose trust over doubt and courage over fear. We feel our hearts pumping even more life into us. We know that feeling and we go. The human body is like a built in light detector. Every cell of the body is encased in microtubules which are perfectly shaped to allow the cell to resonate like a drum. This means cells naturally resonate with the frequency of truth or the frequency of something that feels off, and everyone has this internal reaction happening all the time. And the body's ability to resonate with information is such an incredible superpower. To activate this superpower, all we need to do is decide to focus our awareness on feeling it, and it will become easier and easier to notice. So it is important to remember that shadow aspects are not who you are, they are tendencies created because of a deep hurt. Healing a shadow free up an enormous amount of energy that was tangled up in ineffective actions, reactions, habits, and behaviors. So, when you heal a shadow, it becomes a gift of new life, new energy, new transformation, and you see how it is not so scary after all. And it is a beautiful process of creating new level of freedom. All you have to do is decide to free yourself from limitations holding you back, and you will receive the perfect next step for you. So, my child, know that. Every season serves a purpose, and I hope this one reminds you that there is beauty in letting go, that change can be beautiful, to find gold in the little things. So I hope you find yourself falling in love with taking care of yourself, with becoming the very best version of yourself, and that you fall in love with doing you, being you, and that everything else comes second to that. I hope you look back in 12 months from now and realize that all along you have been unrevealing into someone stronger, more resilient, and courageous. So I hope that when the breeze dances through your hair and raindrops fall against your bedroom window and you open your eyes to the magic of the emerging season, you remember that you darling, you are magic too. So, assuming the best is not for others' benefit and not to invalidate you, make you question your judgment, assuming the best, giving grace, and when you don't know their true intention is for your benefit. You get to be not resentful, not jaded, not energy. Assume it was a mistake. They are hurting, they did not mean it. They are that way, you can let it all go. You don't have to be close to them. Boundaries are essential. But no reason to be upset. Let God handle others' truths. So assume the best and keep your peace. Things rarely end up exactly what you sign up for. A class, a job, sports, kids, a relationship. marriage, things happen, people change, and that is a life. The quicker you adjust to change, the more you keep your serenity. You are always secure in God, everything else changes, yourself included. You mess up, learn, grow, see things differently, commit to life overall, to going with the flow, to following God's lead, and making the best of wherever He has you. And change is part of life, so roll with it. And are you reserving your happiness for some circumstances in the future? I'll be happy when I lose weight, when I find the right mate, and when my marriage is healed. And when I get a better job, when my kids are happy, what? Those things may never happen, and this may be your last day. Be happy you are alive, and life is full of bad situations and great situations. Difficult people and loving people are part of life. Don't save your happiness for the future. Today is what God give you, so don't wait, be happy. The enemy is not after your stuff or your money. He is after your mind, your heart, your faith, your peace, your joy, and most importantly, your anointing. And he will go after your family and loved ones to try to get to you. You are not being attacked over the tangible things in your life, and the enemy is fighting you over things that you cannot see. And that is why the word tells us to always to be guard. He knows that if he can deceive you into living down and depressed, you are not going to have the physical, emotional, or spiritual strength to withstand his attacks. So, if you are not careful, you will begin to view your season of singleness as punishment rather than preparation, and it is easy to just date anyone just for the sake of it, but that is not what God wants for you. So your focus should to be to stay in God's will and not entertain anyone that will distract you from God's plan over your life. God wants you to know in this very moment that you are not forgotten, and He will honor your patience because you choose to honor Him in the wait. And the reason why they did not stick around has nothing to do with you, your looks, your personality, talent, or abilities. They left because of the light that you possess and the anointing that is over you. So, not everyone can handle it. The God in you is too great for just anyone to be next to you or in your space. Every time you move to a new level in God, the devil is there to remind you of your past failure and all of the times you have messed up, but God is not concerned about your past. He is interested in your future. Your past is not a determination of what your future will be. 2023 will be a year of new beginning, and you will walk into a new season. If If you believe the word of the Lord, He will give you a new start in Him. So refuse to live as a hostage to your past. So, dear someone, no. I don't want whatever this modern dating is, whatever the world labels half love, half as non commitment, because I don't want to waste time with someone who is not all in. I don't want casual, I want something real. I want to fall in love with someone who wants to learn every part of me, who asks about my past and wonders about my future, who lay down and listen to the stories that run through my mind. I want to fall in love with someone who is curious, who wants to discover part of me I did not know I was hiding and unfold his secrets out to me one by one. So I want to fall in love with someone who is not scared to fall, someone who knows what he wants and know that he wants us, who is not too afraid to step forward, to reach for my hand, to claim me as his. And I want to fall in love with someone who is passionate, someone who would not settle for only seeing me from time to time or when he is bored, but someone who will initiate plans as much as I will. So, who would not back out last minute? Who would not just call when it is late at night and he is a few drinks in? I want to fall in love with someone who wants to grow with me, alongside me together. Someone who is continually journeying with me, not afraid to try new things, to mess up, to give his whole life to me without regret. I don't want a relationship that can't be labeled, a connection that has no commitment or promise of a future. I want someone whose heart I can hold. I don't want casual, I don't want random dates or hookups. I don't want moments that are only beautiful when we are together but quickly forgotten when we are apart. So, don't want to be an option. I don't want to be just a number in a call log, just another text or phone screen. I want something that matters, something that is special, something that is filled with affection and care that goes far beyond the physical. Here is to the friends, the ones who make the world a little less chaotic and a whole lot more meaningful, the ones who knows just what to say at just the right times. The ones who bring the wine and snacks because they know you have had that kind of week, the ones who laugh so hard you cry. The ones who are there for the mass, the magic, the mundane, and all the moments in between. My child, know that the right person will love you the way you deserve to. They are flawed and imperfect, but they will always strive to give you the best they have. Love with them is not perfect yet. It will feel so right. There is comfortable silence when both of you are together. You find yourself able to open up to them from your most painful memories to things you have never told anyone. So, with the right person, love is effortless and you don't have to try too hard. You can tell them anything under the sun, and the conversation flows naturally. So there is open communication instead of game and deceit. It does not matter what you do or where you go because being with them is an adventure and you are keep to do life with them. Love allow you to embrace yourself. It inspires you to grow a better version of yourself with the right person. You are uncomfortable being yourself. You don't feel like you are competing for their time or their affection. With them, love is mutual and both of you always choose each other. No matter the obstacles that loom ahead or uncertainties that lurk in the dark, both of you remain committed and faithful to each other. Want to tell you that it does not matter how badly hurt you were in the past, you will find love again. The best part is that you will find the one you deserve without having to chase for it. So think of white flower right now and then quickly shift to thinking of a red car. Try to do this many times, from the flower back to the car, from the car back to flower, again and again. Every time drag your thoughts back to what you consciously want to think about. You choose whether you want to entertain the car or the flower. Nobody chooses for you, and that is a conscious choice that you make at every moment. Exercise this and see how you control what you are thinking of and not the other way around. And this is the big secret to learn how to shift your thoughts from one topic to another quickly and how to consciously maintain your focus. So think of it as a balance with two sides, the best and the worst case scenario. Every thought counts and you choose to fill the side of the balance of your desired outcome. Every time you think of what you don't want to happen, the undesired outcome side of the balance is getting heavier and heavier, and vice versa. It is that simple. This is how it works. It is not random, it all depends on what you decide to focus on. Do I have the power? You can imagine the end, can't you? And can you imagine what it would be like if it were true? Can you feel what it would be like if it were true? Well, that is power. Now, can you be persistent in it? Can you remain faithful to the end as though it were true? Since your life is determined by your some assumptions, you are forced to recognize the fact that you are either a slave to your assumptions or their master. So, to become the master of your assumptions is the key to undreamed of freedom and happiness. You can attain this mastery by deliberate, conscious control of your imagination. So stop asking yourself whether you are worthy or unworthy to receive that which you desire. You, as man, did not create the desire. Your desires are ever fashioned within you because of what you now claim yourself to be. So, dear someone, know that I'm seeing you in my dreams often, and I'm wondering, do you also dream of me? Or even if you ever think of me, once in a day, I know after whatever I had did to you, have to no right to ask it to you. So you are the best person I have ever met, and you will be always, because there is no one like you. You fill my heart with just one touch whenever I think about you, and I think about our special moments, because in those moments I forget about anything and I only enjoy and feel happy, and that happiness that comfort, that safety I never feel with anyone else except you. You did a lot for me, and I know that sorry is a very small word for whatever I did to you. You deserve a closer from my side, but I'm not strong enough to say this to you on your face. That I am a weak person who cannot stand for you, who cannot stand for what I want and what I have. I doubt myself that even if you choose me after some time, you will leave me because of my faults. Everyone leave me. So whenever I open up my heart, whenever I show my sensitive side to anyone, they took advantage of it and they hurt me. I know that you can never imagine about hurting me, but still, this trauma is too much to be deal with right now. I am missing you so badly. I am dying to see you again. I am trying to touch you. I am trying to hear your voice. And if you are not in my life, life is nothing. And if I became successful and rich like I want to be, but if you are not in my life, it means nothing. Even if I will have everything, I will be the unlucky and the saddest person on this earth without you. And what I love the most about reading is how it helps fill a blank in the past, a blank you would otherwise never know existed, and it takes you back in your head, makes you feel like you are in a different time and space. And doing something that you never thought about but somehow always makes sense. Maybe that is why the heart feels warmer when we read about someone saying something like, can we be friends for life? Or I wish this night a little longer, because no matter who says this to whom, we always have a mental note from years ago where we could have said something like that to someone we hold close today, or maybe have drifted apart from. Maybe we did not say it in words, but now wish we could have. Somehow, somewhere, that version of us comes alive and says those words in our very own head, and the world feels lighter, more complete, and you know why? Because a blank in the past is filled with every word you read today. The night is home to most vulnerable moments. When we can't see the light, we associate a sense of uncertainty with everything. And what if something changed once and for all? And what if we did not wake up the very next morning? What if this was the longest night ever? And that is when we try and shrink our universe. So sometimes we shrink it into a late night phone call with a close friend, a 4 hour chat with someone we love, a movie that makes us feel at home, a familiar song playing in distance. This little world is one in which we can be vulnerable with people or things we trust, like the big world on the outside. The little world also changes over time. People come and go, songs and movies come and go, but there is one thing which stays honest and real. Stand by all moments of being vulnerable. Try to stay strong and afloat in the little big world, and that one thing is worth celebrating over and over, and it is you. Do you ever think about something you own that will always truly be yours, even if you choose to give it away, wash it down, or simply ignore? So, when I went to Vietnam last year, I bumped into an old lady at the airport. She was carrying a suitcase which was bigger than what she could manage, and without an idea of her language, who she was, and where she was going, I happened to help her with her bag. I did not even offer to do so with words because she did not know English, and I can tell she did not refuse either because I could see her eyes. That small moment is now a memory in my head, and I don't think she remembers me at all. When I tell you about this stop, I wonder what airport you think about. And what the old lady looks like. What do I look like in the story? There are moments where I don't think about this at all, and then there are moments when I do. Maybe this little memory with a million mothers from people and I have made, places I have been, and things I have experienced will be like tiny boxes of treasure that I keep with me. So, something that I can say is mine, even after sharing, even after forgetting, or trying to forget some. I love this little world that is so much bigger than the world out there, and I love that it is something and I can call my own. And have you ever been to the airport to drop someone you love while they are flying off to some place far, and they are with you in the car while their suitcase sits back in the trunk, and after dropping them near the departure gate, You take their empty coffee mug, share a long hug, and watch them go. When you come back to the car, you put the coffee mug by the seat, and as if they are trying going back home with you, you happen to open the trunk once again, and you catch a glimpse of the passenger seat once in a while on the way back. So it is a weird how you are not that sad anymore, and as if a strange presence is somewhat with you. Maybe the most beautiful thing about love is that while it sets your heart ablaze while it's around, just the knowledge of having stumbled upon it and keeps you warm while it's away. So, dear someone, know that I can't recognize myself. I miss the girl in the mirror who used to be carefree. I miss the girl with smiling cheeks. She was so easy to please now, and all I ever do is worry. I'm lost at sea, no one is coming to rescue me. My tired eyes can no longer discuss the anxiety that is always racing through my body, and I'm slowly unrevealing. I want back the girl who never feared failure. I want the girl who was filled with ambition and drive. I want back the girl who never had tears spill from her eyes. I want back the girl who never felt like an imposter and the girl who was fearless enough to go after what she wanted. So I want the old me to rise like a comet in the sky, and I want back my past life. So you will find me in the coffee shop contemplating if I'll ever be good enough, and you will find me at the bookstore on the corner of a small town street, living victoriously through stories resisting on dusty shelves. And you will find me in the back of the class trying hard not to take up too much space. You will find me alone roaming the empty hallways, for I am always in the wrong place. And you will find me apologizing for everything and stumbling over my words. And you will find me in a fading memory because I am never the first thing on somebody's mind. You will find me searching for more in this life, and you will find me hidden between the cracks and cervix of a broken mosaic. Because I will never be the beautiful masterpiece you so separately crave, and someday you will find me somewhere far away, and one day I will find what I have been missing. So I tried to read between the lines he spilled from his tongue, and I memorized his words as if they were my own, and he cut me open and left the wound exposed. So you are not enough, you are not enough, you are not enough had tell me in 1,000 different languages. I was once a white daisy in the spring before he come along and plucked me from obscurity. I was a delicate thing. He crushed me petals in his palms, and his strong of still bites through skin. Bright crimson trickles down my band stem, and I bleed at the thought of all I had give him. 22 things you probably would not regret, and doing study, reading more books, drinking more water, making new friends, being more honest, following your passion, going to bed earlier, meditating more, quitting a job and you absolutely hate, being kind to a strange, finding your purpose, taking a break when you need one, listening to your heart, looking after your body, going on more adventures, accepting your imperfections, and telling your loved ones how much you are about them. Understanding your emotions, going to therapy, taking care of your mental health, trusting your intuition, letting go of toxic people, and loving yourself more and more. So, my child, know that the Buddhist teaching on impermanence reminds us that nothing in life remains the same forever. Change is inevitable, as the Greek philosopher Heraclitus once said, making it the only constant. And this constant state of flux can be challenging to accept, and there is no doubt that as human being, loss naturally brings pain and grief, regardless of the object, experience, person, or thing that has excited our lives. So, Buddhism says that clinging to the idea that things should be permanent caused suffering, and we became attached to certain people, body parts, possessions, job, situation, and state of mind, wishing they could last forever. When change comes and these things dissolve as they must, we experience disappointment, wishing that moments would go according to plan and that people would live up to their potential, or that aspects of our lives would remain the same, sets us up for frustration. And true peace comes from releasing our grip on permanence. By embracing the transit nature of life, we can appreciate each moment, person, and situation as they are right now. And we accept that the only constant is change itself. With non attachment, we can weather life is ups and downs with equanimity, neither grasping nor pushing away. And we align ourselves with the natural flow of life. However long something or someone remains with us, their impermanence makes them precious, and in this context, we can evoke gratitude, which serves as the antidote to suffering. Gratitude minimizes suffering because it assumes that reality either equals or surpasses our expectations within this very moment. And furthermore, when we accept that change is the only thing that is guaranteed, we find peace knowing difficult moments do not last either. And what feels heavy now is only temporary and can be replaced with something much lighter. So, dear someone, know that I don't want to be your other half as if you were not whole when you meet me, and as if there was this absence you never quite understood. And as if you never know what you were missing or never try or your own to be complete. I don't want to be your other half, and as if there is a chunk of you that belongs to someone else. And as you if you have been searching all this time for someone to fill the void, and as if anyone could solve your emptiness by simply placing their heart in your hands. I don't want to be the person who is your answer, you everything, and the one you have been needing simply because you did not know who you were before. And as beautiful as it sounds to be the woman who completes you, I want to fall for a person who is already complete, for a man who knows who he is and what he wants and has decided that wants me. I want to be wanted not because I fill your emptiness, but because I make an already full heart even fuller, and not a solution to a problem, but a blessing, both of us blessings each other. I don't want to be your other half and not the purpose behind getting up in the morning, but what motivates you to rise with joy each day. So, not the solely explanation for your happiness, but a soul that brings happiness will each breath and step kiss. So, I don't want to be your other half, not the woman that makes you whole, but the one who complements you already in hurt and wholeness, who stands by your side as a partner, as a co pilot, as a right hand woman, as a lover, as a friend, and promise of forever without the fear of either of us losing who we are. I don't want to be your other half. I want to be the woman you choose, not because you have to, but because you want to. So, not because you can't survive without, but because a life without each other is undesirable. Not because in my absence you would lose yourself, but because we find new pieces of ourselves in each other. And we grow together and separate beautifully, chaotically every single day. So, dear child, know that you could be dealing with a soulmate, and there seems to be mutual love, feelings between the two of you, and this person lives at a distance from you. They could be making travel plans soon to have a face to face meetup with you. And there might have been a breakup in the recent past, or you felt temporarily disconnected from them, but there is a reconnection happening soon in the near future, and you both have worked on your individual selves, and you will see a forward moment soon after you meet up. You may have met them while traveling in the past, and if you have been seeing angel number 2121, then this reading is for you. This is your true love. There will be mutual respect and understanding between the two of you. And you have been hurt in previous relationships, but this will feel special, and indeed it is. One chapter that I have honestly been avoiding to is the chapter where we say David stays back from battle, sees Bathsheba bathing, who is a married woman. Instead of walking away, he lingers there. The word in Hebrew implies packing back and forth. He then proceeds to invite her to his house, sleep with her, and impregnates her. To hide what he has done, he seeks to deceive her, and her husband said, her husband, whom David knew was a loyal soldier to the front lines, a surefire way for him to be killed. And to further hide his sin, woe lauded chapter indeed, it is a portion of scripture that I know was coming, and it upsets me to read about, and I'll be honest, I don't like reading about how deep he falls into sin. So first seeing her bathing was an accident, but from there on out purposely chooses to keep on digging himself deeper. So plasma take place after this, and to Samuel, when Nathan approaches David to confess before the Lord, he asks the Lord to clean him of his sin and wash him from his iniquity and transgressions. Sin falling short of God desires equity. So choosing to sin, transgressions, planning out the sin, premeditated, it is a grateful picture of how we can also come before the Lord in confession and repentance. And I am probably all over the place in explaining, but my emotions reading days are also all over the place. So, disappointment, frustration, and uncertainty, but also I understand I have also sinned. I have also chosen to sin and sin knowing, and what I was doing was wrong. Been there, done that, hope is on the other side, looking forward to digging back in and finding that hope. So, dear child, know that. Dear one, right now it would be very helpful for you to take some quiet time to go within, and you don't have to call it meditation, as we know this word can make it sound heavy or like a task. So simply find a comfortable place, close your eyes and breathe, allow your mind and emotions to center in the new moment, allow thoughts, worries, and tensions from your body to begin to relax. So if you find this tricky to begin with, do not worry. as it is a normal part of the process. When left unchecked, the analytical mind can run riot with your emotions, tangle up your manifestation, and even create problems where there were none. So, to fully begin enjoying your journey and attract the love you deserve, calming your mind is key. In fact, this is something we would prescribe to every single person on the planet, and not only will quiet time or meditation help you relax. So will also gain your positive health benefits such as lowering blood pressure, straightening your immune system, helping you sleep better, uplifting your mood more and more over time. So, when you meditate regularly, you also begin to receive your divine guidance more. You begin to receive messages from your counterpart and open up the channel between you to remote interactions and communications. And you will notice receiving inspirations, ideas, solution, answers to your prayers. So many people are so preoccupied with their thoughts, the analytical ego mind, and others' opinion and reactions, and that they never receive the message trying to reach them. So, are you looking for insight on what job to choose, how to make more money, how to approach your twin flame, or get them closer to you? These are all things you can receive insight on if you meditate. Your intuition, your twin flame, and your guidance speak to you in the stillness. So, my child, know that the energies in the atmosphere have been intense, and if you are going through challenges, it will make you feel drained, feeling like you are at a standstill. And this is a message telling you to get out of your comfort zone and open up your soul center to get past challenges. You have the confidence. I know that now is the time to start to move forward, and you know you can do it. It is important when you are working through things is to be honest with yourself and connecting to your higher self. You will receive messages to overcome fear based energies and have a confidence. And when you know you have to communicate and express yourself, words sometimes can get in the way, creating miscommunication. And you may not be expressing yourself. Have a confidence that things will work itself out no matter what. Follow your intuition and know that you are on the right path when you focus on what you truly believe in. So many times can take you out of your comfort zone. Decide on what you want to say and choose carefully your words. Honesty is the best policy. Holding back something that is very important can actually hinder your dreams from manifesting. Stand your ground and open yourself to the love that you feel inside, but most importantly, loving yourself and focusing on what you need to express. So this is the time of the year is about decluttering and surrendering negativity. Stop analyzing everything. Why things did not work out the way you wanted, and you don't need to change everything that is going on in the world by yourself. So the first step is to start focusing on you. Release and let go of what no longer serves you. Try with small things first, and you will find out how healing it is for yourself. Then you will be ready to let go of bigger things. So this means releasing the fear-based energies and the stress. Let go of negativity and toxic energy that you have been holding on to. Forgive yourself and forgive those who may have brought your vibration down this past year. So you are healing and will rise above all of this, but you have to learn to love yourself. Giving into anger is giving up your power. Yes, it is not easy to let go of feelings. But taking the first step will help you heal and open up your heart to welcome blessings in abundance that are about to come into your life. And you have the power in you. There is a simple grace and beauty that unfolds when you truly let go. So just open your heart and release and surrender anything that no longer serves you. You have so much love to give and receive. Open your heart and allow the light guide you. So my child, know that when it comes to career financial, some of you are might experience juggling. Perhaps you are wondering and what is the financial looks like in the near future. For some, you might struggle to find the balance in between. And the Spirit is asking you to have a faith, although it seems unright at the moment. You are guided to prioritize the priorities. At work, you might got handful or too much things to do this, and this is a temporary situation. Your boss colleagues are actually proud and shocked at you, how much you can handle all at once. Other than that, you are on the way to your career goals of successful. So someone you know or you are might going through a lot inner battlings. This does not necessarily romance, but more something personal growth. There are many juggling things that perhaps affect in how you made decision. When it comes to love relationships, things can feel off sometimes, but they know they can count on you in many things. So they know both of you are sharing the most incredible passion and love to one another. This person has been thinking about how to take this connection into another level, perhaps headed for deeper commitment, moving in together, engagement, marriage, or kids, or separation. They are waiting a lot when it comes to this connection, and this has nothing to do with you. They know the mistake they made in the past and ashamed of it. So, my child, know that. Shine your light for all to see. You are like a lighthouse, and your light can illuminate any dark areas of your life. This mermaid reminds you to shine your light wherever you go and not be shy. So she reminds you to wear that lights in attractive to others and acts rather like a magnet, drawing others to it like months of a flame. And when light is present, darkness can't exist. This is not to say that darkness is bad, far from it, in fact. So, for in the darkness, gestation occurs, and in the warm light century of darkness, ideas are formed and protected. It is important to remember that both light and dark are necessary for growth. A seed grows in darkness, and before it reaches for and is nurtured by the light. So, when your light shines fully, you have the ability not only to illuminate your own path but also the path of others. So, our sun is at the center of our solar system. Our planet and our lives revolve around its cycle of light and dark, and our inner and outer biological rhythm, as well as the rhythms of every animate and inner part of life, are ruled by this celestial force. So, in the far past, the sun has been thought of as God. Traditionally, it has been associated with happiness, joy, hope, enlightenment, illumination, truth, cheer, warmth, and goodwill. And additionally, sunlight is an expansive force. When something is heated up by the light of the sun, it enlarges. Without the energy of the sun, things contract. The sun carries the deepest energies of expansion in life. So, to receive this message is to know that you are expanding. Click your heels and shout for joy. The signs are with you. Let your light shine. Abundant good luck awaits you. A gateway is opening for even more joy and happiness. Your life is expanding, opportunities are emerging, and this is the time to go forward with glee. Love deeply and fully. So embrace life with open arms. Goodness is flowing to you. The only thing to be aware of is to monitor your expansion in a moderate way. Too much, too fast, be over blaming. So here Sri Krishna highlights the characteristics, good qualities of a spiritually learned person. Restraint of mind and sense is seen in the action of such people, and they never get agitated or perturbed even in the worst of situations. So they have an immense capacity to bear and withstand this situation, which comes from leading a life of austerity and penance. Their mind is pure since it does not entertain thoughts of selfishness or hatred. And many mental or physical harm caused by someone else is intensely forgiven. They are extremely straightforward in their dealings with the world, and since their mind, speech, and actions are in line with each other. So, every action performed by a spiritual person comes out of knowledge and discrimination. They never perform actions thoughtlessly or carelessly. This knowledge is not purely academic. So it becomes wisdom due to their ability to apply it to practical situation. Such persons also have faith in the teaching of the scriptures, regardless of whether they have learned formally or have first-hand experience of those teachings. So my child, know that blessings are showing you life is the message not just for today, but this coming week. This does not mean that there will be huge shift for some. It is recognizing that those small movements are just as important. So notice these small movements inspire and support yourself to keep acknowledging the blessings in your life and moving forward. So just getting out of bed, having a walk, getting a task completed, or starting something you have been putting off are all smaller but important moments. The blessings come in as we shift, adapt, and create change. Know that you deserve these blessings, and as you expect wonderful things to happen, they start to show up. Look forward to change. So, no, it can be a blessing even when it does not feel like it at the time, as it can create new beginning and fabulous new experiences. So, being in the new energy you desire by me, notice the shift within you as you move from focusing on lack to allowing and surrendering to make room for your manifestations. So, try and get out of your own way. Do not fear of letting go. Instead, give up the need to be able to control everything and allow your creative energy to flow and be able to manifest what you want. So you are powerful, you are creative, you have everything within to manifest more of what you desire into your life. Keep experimenting with the energy, keep your trust and faith high, knowing that you are learning all the time how to manifest more easily. So, manifesting what you want, see it, feel it, and know it. So, my child, know that. Look at what has brought you the most joy, the people, places, activities, what lift you up and made you feel really happy. Keep your heart open to celebrating life more. So enjoy life, don't wait till you feel ready. Just start how and grow while you live, love, and embrace what brings you the most. What have you gained, achieved, changed, and that is impressive. You have recognized the need for change and face it head on. Deciding to choose what works for you is starting to work in your favor, and its extra bonus is you are beginning to feel more empowered by following the beat of your own drum. So keep breaking through those old restricting habits and embrace your free. What do you need to let go? Beauty. And what is your perception of beauty? Beauty is more than skin deep, but our society is constantly judging us by these superficial yardsticks. Forget external option, drop that expectation, and look deeper at what beauty means to you, what sustains and nourishes you. It could be fresh flowers, a candle, bath, essential oil, nature, music, comfortable surroundings. It could be a kind and compassionate heart, harmony and peace in your life, friend that supports and care. Acknowledge the beauty inside and out and treasure it. What do you we need to let into our lives? Gratitude. So gratitude is the secret to be happy, joyful and fulfilled life. Find what is good in your life and appreciate the gift you already have. The beauty of gratitude is the more we focus on it and the more we invite into our lives. Embrace the beauty and joy in the smallest things. Trust your intuition in love, and this week I'm getting the vibe of fair weather. Friends that will disappear when you need their support or help. They talk a good game, but there is no action to back it up. So see past the pretty surface and give them a body severe. Be around for your family this week. They could do with your lightness and happy spirit to help them relax more and have some fun. So you could end up butting heads with someone stubborn this week. Loved ones and family really do know how to push our buttons, so stay shielded and try not to let things get to you. On the good side, this could clear the air and lead to a new lease of life and love. So there is great good fortune here for you and a helping hand, so things are looking up even if the road is a little bumpy just now. You can't argue with stupid. So to walk away and give everyone space, things will improve and big happy changes are on their way with or without. Be open to lots of new opportunities coming into your life, new path opening up. I'm hearing don't settle. If you are single, your options are going to expand. So hang on and see where this new path takes you. Sometimes you just got. Some form of transformation or change is needed in our relationship with others. Where is there confusion or a lack of clarity? This could be family, friends, work, as well as love connections. Try to get some clarity, talk through misunderstandings, go deeper within your feelings to work out what exactly is feeling off or causing your anxiety. Trust your feelings and intuition, and it is telling you change or an upgrade is needed. Honor yourself and take action, don't make do. The tower is coming in to shake things up because we need it and have been avoiding doing in ourselves. In the second house of values, this could mean we need to reevaluate our priorities and what is truly important to us. This wake up call is going to help us realign and guide us on the path we need to achieve the goal and dreams we have been trying to manifest. It's like looking for the abundance on the second floor when we need to be on the fifth, and the tower may come down, but we are now going up. So, dear souls, know that someone has had a new relationship for a while that they have been entertaining, and they may have wanted it to be casual dating. They did not want any kind of emotional investment or strings attached. However, one of the people have started to become very attached and is now feeling heartbroken or wanting more in the relationship, which is causing to discord and chaos. This person may be someone you can rely on. They would not let you down, but it could be an unrequited love. I see that your person is under a lot of pressure and at the moment stressed. They may feel like time is running out, they are trying to get together something in their life. It could even be money for bills. I feel like this person is depressed and they are going through a really dark time at the moment, struggling to sleep, having a lot of anxiety. They could have someone around them, and that is putting a lot of pressure on them. And they may have had someone close to them let them down, and this has really made them feel very depressed. They daydream about a life with you, and they don't want to disappoint you in how you see them. They may have a crazy ex who is completely obsessed and does not want to let them. This person may be very vicious towards you, seeing you as competition, and they may want to get rid of anyone that gets in the way of them being together. I feel like there was a player here as well who get played. They may have used to cheat on people in the past, playing mind games and loving bombing. And now I see they have had someone do that to damn similar backstep. So someone may have cheated on them and playing mind games with them. What goes around comes around. I feel like you have very strong spiritual gifts that you can sense a lot about what they are going through. So that overblame the person, they think how that you will see, hear, feel, taste, smell, know it. And I feel like they try to communicate with you telepathically to give you messages from them. Spiritual experience triggered a reaction in the brain that has a strong influence on your feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. For example, an important neurotransmitter that is released during a spiritual experience is dopamine. So, this well known substance is involved in feelings of happiness, reward, and motivation. It is no coincidence that research shows that people who are spiritually active more often have a positive outlook on life and also experience intense moment of happiness more often than others. Over the next few weeks, there will be situations that will try to push you off track. Old emotions, uncomfortable feelings can arise in response to other people's action. Don't be too impressed by that, honey, like any other learning. you have experienced. It's a being presented as a way to keep teaching and showing just how far you have come. Yes, it can be one of the most challenging things you have ever experienced, but rest assured you can handle it safely and comfortably. So beautiful and bright result is ahead. Keep on moving forward. So dear souls, know that thoughts create our outer reality. So if you continue having the same lower vibrational thoughts, rewarding your twin flame, and you will have the same outer experience, often involving some level of suffering. This happens until you learn to have control over your thoughts, learn to vibrate higher, no matter what is going on around you, and see this journey in a new way until the difficult emotion experiences are no longer fear and they disappear. And what we run from persists, what we face, and learn to see it as it is, truly not by the way the mind twisted. For instance, if we are so petrified of our twin flame leaving us, our thoughts obsession with this very thing will take them leave. So, because why are we so afraid of them leaving us? Why can't we be strong enough to be on our own? If they leave, it will hurt, so what? We have been through it before, we got through it, and have not we show yourself you can get through anything. So release all fears, lakes, needs, and lower vibrational patterns and feel the wholeness within you that exists there. You are whole on your own. You are one with your twin flame, and no matter whether they leave or return on the physical plane, the secret is. You are always one, they never really left. Once you truly understand this, you would not fear your twin coming or going, and you will embrace the freedom of not having those expectations because they not only burden our twins. So, but they burden us from truly loving. Once you get to this place of love and wholeness within, it is true spiritual freedom, and your twin flame will be unable to resist you because you will give them the best gift they could ever receive, pure love and complete acceptance. So, my child, know that Your twin flame loves you with every ounce of being in their body. You may question your twin flame love for you because they may not show it in way one might expect to be show love common on this physical plane. However, you will see it in moments when you least expect it. So my twin flame would say he loved me, but with other actions he did it lead me to question his love. Initially, he would look back at and say he wanted other people get so excited to see me in Boston, and then when I took off work, he would get sick of me after one day and play games like not texting me until night asking to see me. So he criticized me and made me feel like I was not enough. I did not even desire to see him because I felt the relationship was completely one sided, and this was until I left my phone in my car and went into the store. So he called me hundreds of times in a 2 hour span, and when I called him, he was crying, and no amount of consoling could help. Once he was calmed down, immediately feelings of guilt in him crept up. So he kept repeating that I had a pure heart and deserved the best. This was one of the glimpses of the love I saw, and it made me realize no matter how he behaved, the love was there, and this man loved me more than I will ever be loved by anyone else. Now I don't look back and see any of that. I don't see problems or obstacles or any issue, but I see all with love, and I only mention this issue so people can relate and know there is always love there, even if they don't see it. Trust me, I have been there, but our twin flame are not a typical relationship. So it's important we don't compare and rise above what we see as problems to there is a reason. And this happened, there was something your twin flame was howling yours so you can heal. And it is all a gift to you and to twin flame. All road leads to that no matter what. Using the law of attraction to manifest your desires, only seeing bad will attract those things to you. So dear someone, no. If healing is a line, it's more of a choice scribble across the page rather than a measured precise unbroken stroke. And it is okay if your healing is more grief than gratitude right now. And I have learned my unfiltered subs say more than a well meaning platitude that I can post on the internet. And screw it, I can cry because it's over and because it happened. Sometimes my weeks are decorated with panic attacks, and I used to romanticize that life was trying to leave me breathless. Healing is messy. But so is everything else. I hope that healing from the hurt would be a celebration, and sometimes it is. It is loud love after weeks out silence, bright color, and breakthroughs. So I don't mind to have a party for the days that life is easier and swallow with joy. Yet I have learned that sometimes the best way to honor myself is to sit with the grief that forces my heart open, write eulogies for the futures and I would not experience. Dig graves for this version of myself that never had the chance to exist, and sometimes healing is less of a parade and more. So you are learning and you know much more than you did years ago. You can hold people accountable and not be aggressive about it. You can love someone deeply and decide that they don't need to be in your life anymore. So you can appreciate a friendship for all that it taught you, but still know it's time to let it go. You can be harmed by people, but also still cause harm yourself. You can gain a deeper sense of self awareness and also, but not actually, do the work to make it count. You can be an incredible friend but a terrible partner, or vice versa. You can know a lot of information about a subject and still not need to be the person who speaks about it. You can feel as though you are healing from your grief but also still carry it within you, and you can deeply miss a person. But know that you are not good for each other. You can fall wildly in love with someone and still be afraid to open your heart. You can always work towards making yourself a better person. Dear souls, know that this is one of the biggest and most important lesson on the twin flame journey, and the lesson of self-love. Self-love means You respect yourself and you take care of yourself first before you care for another, and many have a hard time grasping this concept. So they feel if they truly love someone, the most selfish act is to put your own needs aside for another. While when you give so much of yourself to everyone else, others take from a well that is not full. So you don't have enough love to give if you have not first loved you. This means being selfish in meeting your own needs in a way that does not mean you neglect others in your life, but once you have gotten yourself to a good place. So you will be able to give something to others that is most valuable, and your very vibration will be able to offer something to each and every person you come across by not doing anything to them. So it's your vibration that will impact them when you embody love as your very being. You can't do this when you are depleting your resources. So it's important to be whole within. Find your joy and something that brings your passion every day, and this can be a beautiful song, scenery, or thing of the ones you love. Final that find that gratitude within you for all bliss each moment you have. Repeat positive affirmations and find time to meditate even if it is only 5 minutes per day. Focus on a few minutes of concentrated breathing can assist with bringing you to the moment. And create new brain connections that are weird to think positively and decrease the feeling of fear, lack, which are linked to attachments that you see in the twin flame journey. The need to hold on so tightly because your twin may forget you. So, this is the biggest illusion there is, and hence why in every TF scenario, the twin flame returns. You are his, her home, and will always be the safe place that will be most desirable to your twin. So, dear someone, no. Sunday mornings in bed with the love of your life, sunlight peeking through the blinds, the quiet conversations about who you used to be before the collective sound of laughter echoing of the walls of your friend's house who you have not held in so long. The relief when the anxiety you feel finally washes itself away, a look full of trepidation, full of longing, the realization that your life has always been your own, writing the poems, a divine history of your healing singing in an empty apartment before you move all the furniture in. Allowing your voice to take up an entire space, soaking in the scalding water of your bath, a new type of baptism, holding eye contact for a few seconds too long and feeling exposed in a way you have never known before. So, grabbing their face hand while you are driving down the parkways, having faith that wherever you are going will be worth it, the space that exists between your lips, and there when you lean in, the draw out pause before you kiss them, and believing in a different type of love and knowing it is still true. Believing in yourself and knowing that regardless of what you have been told. So, dear souls, know that. Go buy flowers from that trader. Joyce take a nap in the middle of the day, even when your brain is reminding you. Be more productive. Remind yourself that resting is a part of that. Drink water out of your favorite mug so it feels a little less boring because you know you need to. So delete their phone number, sing your favorite song out loud as if no one is watching. Call your friends that you have not seen in a longer time. Say no to the unnecessary things that drain you. Take the extra long soak with a bath bomb. So open the curtains, let the light sit on your skin, put on your favorite shirt, take a selfie, but don't post it right away. Some things are allowed to be just for you. Go to the coffee shop just to read that book you have been meaning to get around to, and in fact, go to the local bookstore and they something you have wanted to read for a long time. Buy the scented candle that has the flowers, pour into the wax, look at yourself in the mirror and realize how remarkable you are. Stop apologizing for simply being a person with needs. Sit in the quiet of the day and remind yourself that you may not have things entirely figured out. So, my child, know that you have felt it intuitively for a while, have not you? That feeling deep in your soul that a shift was taking place and something could be leaving your life, but something wonderful would be arriving. Perhaps you have felt in between worlds for a long time now, but not for much longer. The Knight of Swords come quickly, and he has good news or a gift of some kind. So, this could be a message from someone you have been waiting on for a while, or a shift which allows you to move forward quickly. This is ambitious and driven to succeed, so whether this is you or another contact connected to you, it's going to be great. Once this person has their mind set on something, nothing will stand in their way, and your intellect is going to assist you in achieving your goals, and no obstacle will stand in your way. So, someone is moving quickly but silently. So, don't be surprised if you don't know they are coming. Equally, if this is you moving forwards, then you may choose to move, which will lead to more success. So, my child, know that often the things we do to try and fight against our anxiety actually make it worse. We end up increasing our anxiety without realizing it. It's so upsetting to experience anxiety that we do whatever we can to avoid it. This usually means more self imposed pressure to repress emotion, have it all together, and avoid situations that might trigger anxiety. We don't want to feel anxious, stressed, worried, insecure, and etc. So we respond by repressing our emotions, overworking, criticizing ourselves, putting on a happy face, and doing everything in our power to make the anxiety go away. But avoiding our anxiety and trying to make it go away only makes things worse. Our avoidance strategies end up shrinking our emotional range and the world in which we feel safe. This weakens us and make us susceptible to experiencing even more anxiety. Freedom from anxiety comes in the opposite direction. We need to. Many Christian followers have been taught to replace their emotions with biblical thoughts and doctrines about God, but teachings like this cause us to treat our emotions like a fussy child. So we put in time out and walk away until they believe, right? But that is not faith, it is rejecting your emotions and needs. It harms you and weakens your faith in God. Having feelings, even feelings about God, is an essential aspect of being human. So you don't need to whip your emotions into shape or put them in time out until they behave them. You need empathy. You can be sure that the children who were brought to Jesus for a hug and a blessings felt God's love. This is true for you today, and you can learn to feel your emotions and trust Jesus smiles over your life. You can enjoy nature, scripture, and empathy from soul's friend as a gift from God. Of course, sometimes you would not feel God's blessing or the presence of the Spirit of Jesus. You will even have seasons of desolation where you feel spiritually dry or bored. But even then, you can trust and know that God is near. And if you are care for your soul and receive empathy, then in time you will feel evidence of God's grace through you. So, how we respond to our emotions can make a big difference. Each of our emotions have a unique invitation for us. If we become aware of what we are feeling and listen to what the emotions are communicating about our current situation. We can look to God for comfort and healing for our unmet needs. So, friend, what emotions are you feeling today? Take some time to pray and reflect on what you are feeling. Then respond to the invitations that relates to what you are feeling. See the message above. So, as you do this, you might also want to reach out to a tender hearted friend who is good at listening and can give you empathy for your emotions. One of the most important things we can do is rest in God. We need to give ourselves the freedom to do nothing with Jesus so we can simply be with Him. We need to make every effort to enter God's rest, opening our hearts to the loving Word of God and to one another. It is in a state of rest that we can hear God's voice and respond to Him with obedient hearts, but rest can only be learned through regular practice. We need to experiment with time alone, out of contact with others, no appointments, no phone calls, no emails. No Instagram, just being with Jesus to help you get started. Here are a few examples of do nothing disciplines that can help you rest, reciprocate, and realign yourself with Jesus. So my child, know that. But when the Jew of Thessalonica had knowledge that the word of God was preached of Paul at Berea, they come thither also, and stripped up the people, and then immediately the brethren sent away Paul to go as it were to the sea, but Silas and Timotheus abode there still. And they that conducted Paul brought him unto Athens, and receiving a commandment unto Silas and Timotheus for to come to him with all speed, they departed. And the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas by night unto Berea, who coming thither went into the synagogue of the Jews. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind and searched the scriptures daily whether those things were so. So therefore many of them believed also of honorable women, which were Greek, and of men not a few. Every day they wrest my words, all their thoughts are against me for evil. They gather themselves together, they hide themselves, they mark my steps. Even when they wait for my soul shall, they escape by iniquity. In thine anger cast down the people, O God. Do the chief musician upon Jonathan Morkim, victim of David, when the Philistines took into in Gath, be merciful unto me, O God, for man would swallow me up, for writing daily oppressed me, mine enemies would daily swallow me up, for they be many that fight against army, and what time I am afeard I will trust in thee. So somebody here is desperate to say something or to convey a message. I see that this energy is quite strong. It is so strong that this person would just show up right away, and I see impulsive desperation here. So this is an inner feeling. However, I am seeing that this person is trying to be calm and stable about it. They want to talk to you and tell you a lot of things. I am also seeing that this situation also has a lot of people involved who can have a negative influence on your relationship. There is one person, masculine, feminine, around you guys, who you both probably listen to a lot. This person could like the color green a lot. This person that I'm seeing here does not have very good intention towards you in general. I see some vulnerability. This person sees you as their stability, and they are very pure about it. They don't want to lose you. This other person who has a negative influence has to be kept at bay. Sometimes your inner fears stop you from making close to this person. Maybe what this person has to offer is not what you understand, but I do see it is that this time around this person is genuine and does not want to lose things at any cost. This person has attached their happiness to you, and I see that they want to convey this to you. They feel extremely connected to you, and they have found something like this after ages with someone. They are very scared to lose this is negative person that I spoke about earlier can come in between you both. So you should be careful about who are you letting in and why. Be practical about these things. One major thing here, don't judge this person as per what happened in the past between you both or in general about their past. Type yes if you have faith and trust in God, and if you want your all wishes come through, type Amen.